Why is it that we need a scientific method in order to understand how the world works? When you think about the ways that humans across the world differ and disagree, it is remarkable to contemplate the one area in which the world agrees. In the endeavor of science, the scientific method is the only way, not depending on culture or context or time, that humans have found a way to approach the truth of how things happen in the biological and scientific world. But why do we need this scientific method? Well, we are evolved creatures. And as such, our goal is to survive. Let's take an example. On the savannas of Africa, our ancestors roamed. If they had heard some wrestling in the bushes over there, the point would be to satisfy the curiosity of what that is without endangering humans. So humans find curiosity satisfiers. Now these can be right or these can be wrong, but the point is that the humans survive. They don't necessarily know what causes that wrestling, but they've satisfied their curiosity and they're safe. With the formation of agriculture and civilization, we now have a safe place to explore human curiosity and find those answers. So we need to overcome our evolutionary shortcomings in order to get to the real answers. Let's take a few examples of how the human brain doesn't function maybe as perfectly as we imagine. Here's an example. If I say the cat ate the, your brain has jumped already to the conclusion that the last word in that sentence is rat. Humans jump to conclusions. You've all seen the face vase pictures. You can see one or you can see the other, but you can't comprehend both at once. In physical terms, we see with a tiny bit of the electromagnetic spectrum. We hear what we hear in the audible range. We are fallible creatures. We are storytellers. And what we need is a method that allows us to move beyond these limitations imposed by our survival history into generating actual, repeatable, factual, testable methods of understanding the world. And that's what the scientific method provides for us. It also provides a kind of wonderful sense of doubt and questioning. As a scientist, we know what we don't know, and we have to be ready to give up our most cherished kinds of thoughts and beliefs, as it were, in order to accommodate when science moves past those points. It's happened to me a lot in my life. I think of the years that I taught students about how cells divide in adult organisms. We make skin cells all the time. Our livers only divide, the cells only divide when they're damaged, but our brain cells don't divide. Taught that for years, till about 10 years ago when they showed it was completely wrong, and lots of our brain cells do divide after our brains are fully formed. And having those cherished notions, those things we thought for sure were right, pulled out from under us, doesn't have to be anything other than a joyous kind of recognition that we know so little. I'm reminded of what my mother taught me long ago, and that was that a wise man knows what he doesn't know.